Now a first carry here for Robinson. They'll only get a couple up to about the .30.
The ball carried by number 2. That's by Malik Jefferson. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Bridgewater. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's bring it.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now they'll run here with Tavon Austin. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Rush in. Hatch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. On play action, Mariota. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Mariota. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Raider first down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Jacobs now. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play fake. Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off the play fake, Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action, but when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, it's Robinson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready, 10 ring. Hey. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 3, check 3, check 3.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check, 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 check.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
19, Mike 19. Nice 7, let's go.
Following the interception here, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. To throw is Mariota. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota now. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 47-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time. 59 Mike, check.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 34. Bound to lose one. Mike 34. Scoot. Come on, baby.
They go play action. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes. Again.
A big loss on this play. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Yeah, he'll find Hall.
We got this. To number 80. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Here we go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And there to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin the drive with Robinson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
What we got? What we got?
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Again, it's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Bridgewater firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this one is right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it down with Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 7 on the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bridgewater to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Now the Raiders bringing the offense onto the field as they'll try to make it an 8-point swing. They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go. Not a one. Mike 34. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throwing